Everybody? I'm gonna flip it, and I wanted to talk about today about getting over your fears. A lot of people have a fear to start, and I believe everybody has a dream or how they picture themselves and where they want to be. But when getting over your fears, the first step is to admit that you have some, that you're scared of the unknown. And what are you going to do to get out of that? Is you're going to write it down. You're going to write down what you're scared of, and you're going to also write down where you want to go. And then you're going to write down a line and talk about in between that line everything that you're scared about, but also the things that you are great to do and how you're going to get to your goal. And you don't have to have it all figured out, because it doesn't matter if you are 10 years old or if you're 44. People are all dealing with the same thing. What's going to happen? The fear of the unknown. Now, nobody knows but God what's going to happen, but what you know is right now you can start. And the start is writing it down so you have some type of plan. That's why in business they have it a business plan. That's why, people tell you write down your goals. You have a diary or a journal. This is why when you start anything, you can write down what time it's going to start, what time it's going to end. That's why they have programs, whether you're at a funeral or a wedding. So write down those fears, because once you can write those fears down, you've identified them, you can then work on tackling them. Maybe it's the fear that I don't have enough education. I've been there before, where I didn't have enough education, as a child, teenager. I knew what I wanted to do at 12. I wanted to represent people honestly, because we kept hearing about athletes and entertainers and business people getting ripped off. I wanted to be able to solve problems, so I wanted a full service firm. Now, a fear is, and what people tell you, you don't know anybody. How do you do that? You haven't, at this point, even ran a business. How are you going to tell somebody who's so gifted and talented how to do anything because you haven't done it? So I have to put those fears and say, you're right. But what I've learned along the way is they're going to hire somebody to fix their problems. So now I then have to be qualified to be able to fix those particular problems. And for the problems that I personally cannot fix, I then have to have either team members or know who can fix them, so they stay in like my portal. So let's just say, instead of TikTok.com, this is KELLEN.com, and they come into my portal and I can fix whatever problems they have. So getting over that fear is identifying that fear and then figuring out how you just kill that fear. Yeah, we killing today. We're gonna be killing and cooking fear up, eating it up, digestion, and then you know what happens next. Now, when you think about your dream, you have to have a plan. You have to have goals for that. So you write all that down. And the more you do, and if you get better just even 1%, you're going to find out that you're getting 1% at least closer. A lot of times it's going to be more percentage than that to your goals, getting to the dream. And you're going to need a team to do the dream. So watch how you treat people along the way, because you see these people now. You have, like, let's just say content creators, athletes. They get somewhere now, no one can tell them anything. You guys saw the Cam Newton video. I didn't. I saw a clip, but he sounded, not too smart and not too not an intellectual. And I know he aspires to be, but he didn't sound sharp, talking about all these kids you have and all these women, knowing that at night these kids are crying for a daddy and you ain't there for everybody. And so I didn't watch the whole thing. Like I said, I saw the clip, but he probably has a fear of commitment to a woman or maybe two, because at this point he could probably have as many women as he wants given the country or the culture that he's in, especially if he was, in an African nation. He could have what he wants when he wants, but Africa's not the only place that has dual marriage going on. Most people can't handle that anyway. Getting to your dream, ask yourself, I know I said I started this business. Some people even registered their business. But have you gone to any courses, free courses that the city or the county gives to really help you in business, to network in business? Here in Palm Beach County, there's cohorts you can do. I always like to join cohorts because you never know who you're going to meet. I like to join chambers to see if they're for me. And I get to see, oh, wait, this chamber is great, like Miami-Dade Chamber, one of the best chambers I've ever been to anywhere. But a lot of the opportunities are not for people outside of the Miami area. So you're seeing people getting $10,000 checks, $5,000 checks just for being part of stuff, having a good idea, having a business. I've seen Mr. Knowles. He's hooked people up with $1 million contracts, multi-million dollars, almost into the deck of millions. And combined, I know it's over that, but that doesn't qualify me, nor am I going to move my business there right now because we don't have to do that. But I am always looking for property in Miami, Okeechobee as well, in different places, even Mississippi, and of course, out of this country. But you gotta understand, when you want some big goals, making that plan and aspiring to have a big team. And that's something that we do with people where we're consulting. We're also doing some life mapping, because I will tell you if you're doing things the wrong way. I will tell you this is not how business is typically run. You can be an outlier if you want, but you're risking this business and whatever capital you put up on it. Because a lot of times, you guys, you can get, they say it's free money, but I'll say this: SBA will give you whatever you're asking for, typically up to a million, maybe 5 million, depending on your business, as long as you have 20% of it. And I think that's a very responsible thing, because at least you have some percentage of the money that you're asking for. People who are asking for something for nothing aren't really serious about their business. People who say, I have a great idea, but they're not willing to put up their own. You're not willing to buy any of the supplies for your own party, but I think you can put on a good party. That's not how it works. Getting over your fear, especially when you might not have all the money, you might not have all the education, having a team, getting a team, it's crucial. And I'd appreciate if you guys, like, comment, and share this game with somebody, because people need this game and people pay a lot of money for this game. And I'm giving it free 99 because I want everybody to win. I want everybody to tune in. There is no get rich, there's just a work hard and you'll get better. So make sure that when you are following this, that you help me out in the algorithm, because there's a lot of bad actors in this game. If you watch Diversified Game, my podcast, listen to it, watch it, wherever you want to experience it, you'll hear I'm having real entrepreneurs come on for the last 4 or 5 years telling you how they got to their success, and sometimes telling you how they got their failures. But you don't know anyone who owns a plane or multiple homes, and we're giving you the game, or an NFL team, or a multimedia company that they've been able to hire dozens of people. So we want to give that game to you for free 99. And then if you need more game, of course, I'm not mad to have a conversation with you, and you say, wait, I might not be able to afford it, but this is what I can afford. And we find something that can help you. Why be on a 10-year journey by yourself? You by yourself, 10 years doing it by yourself, and you see what it's got you. It hasn't got you as far as you want to be. So if you want to go further, you go look in the description, cprfirm.com. Check it out. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, you tell me what your dream is if you're so bold. You tell me what your plan is if you're so bold. And maybe you'll be the next guest on Diversified Game. Maybe you'll be the next client, mentee on our life mapping. Whatever you want. I want you guys to be blessed and win. All right.